the assistance that is coming in, I think there's a lack of understanding here. The initial flash appeal was $160 million, and within a span of 2-3 weeks, a large portion of that was already pledged. Then there was, and this was already the understanding that this flash appeal would be revised. So it was subsequently revised beginning of October, 4th of October, to $816 million. This is a process that continues. So far, over $200 million have been pledged. Over $200 million have been pledged out of a total. Now you have to see it together. Forget about the initial appeal. Now it is the updated appeal. So more than $200 million out of it have been pledged. Over 90 million has been actualized, which is actually materialized. So we need to understand the difference. Now you're talking about the fact that this is a small fraction of the total requirements. For this also you need to understand, because this is the humanitarian part of the response, the initial rescue and relief effort for which these requirements were set out. That is one. The overall damage that has been caused by the floods, and that runs into tens of billions of dollars, that will be the subject of a separate international conference for which we are preparing, and it will be taken there. Still, on the question of the response, I think the response from the international community, both in terms of bilateral assistance, assistance from international organizations, IFIs, I think it is much beyond the figure of 90 million that you're quoting. 90 million corresponds to the actualization of commitments coming towards the flash appeal. There is other assistance, as I have explained many times, that comes out of, it's not under the flash appeal, so it's provided directly. So if you look at the total financial commitments that have been pledged, it is more than $400 million now. It includes assistance from offered at bilateral levels. China is over 70 million. Similarly, US, EU, UK. These are countries who have pledged substantial amounts. And apart from that, we have the repurposing from the World Bank, from the AIIB has also committed $500 million. So if you look at, if you have a cumulative idea, it goes well beyond $1 billion. Yes, Isa.
So the US stated in its policy that it is forging partnerships and alliances with the countries, states, and nations that would help it outmaneuver its strategic competitor. And then US explains in the same document that the strategic competitor they're talking about is China. The way China has been mentioned, we know that government in Pakistan, the civil military leadership says that we have a strategic partnership with the US. Now that the US is saying that we have the partners and allies, we consider them who share our goals, our interests. So do we seek such a partnership with the US?
Well, I will not venture into commenting on the new document, because that has just come out, and obviously once we have reviewed it carefully, then you can expect any substantive observation or comments from our side. But I think as regards this thing which has been there already in the past, this concept of strategic competition between the major powers, our position as articulated at various fora and on multiple occasions is that we think that it is in the interest of the developing countries, including Pakistan, many others, if there is more talk of cooperation rather than confrontation. And we've also said many times that we don't want to be part of any bloc politics. So that is the overall umbrella in which our policy is situated. And as regards our relations with US, China or other major powers, we have said time and again that we want to have broad-based, objective, balanced, and mutually beneficial relationship with all these powers. Anas?
Thanks, Professor. Two questions. First, we saw yesterday the Prime Minister offering talks to India in a very categorical manner after mentioning Jammu and Kashmir. But in his offer, he did not say or talk about anything resolving about the ongoing dispute of Jammu and Kashmir. So, do we construe that is this a departure from our policy line where Pakistan is willing to quote engage with India despite of that for the sake of our future generations, end quote, as said by the Prime Minister, number one. Number two, on the Ukraine-Russia conflict, we've seen quite a lot of flip-flops on the Pakistani position. On the 25th of February this year, after the visit of Russia, the then foreign minister said this is a conflict that was reiterated by the Council for the on the 3rd of March. Then on the 22nd of April, 2nd of April, we saw the Pakistani army chief saying calling it as an invasion. Then 22nd of April, and there's a long history where we've been calling it, the ministry has been calling it as a conflict, whereas other stakeholders have been calling it as an invasion. Last week, the foreign minister called it as a war. What is our policy statement position? Is it a conflict? Is it an invasion? Is it a war? Is it a hostility? What is it? Thank you. Mr. Supplementary. I'm sorry, can you please take this separately? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think maybe you're reading too much into the PM's statement. I think I will invite you to read the full text of the statement. It is very obvious what the Prime Minister is talking about, and there's no question of deviation from Pakistan's core position on Jammu and Kashmir and how we want to proceed on this and on what basis. I think it is quite clear. I think on your the second question, I know you have been tweeting also about that. Yes. We do a little bit also. So,